The Deamon Ghost Rider revved his fiery motorbike in the dark, deserted night. His red eyes glowed with a burning intensity, and the engine on his bike roared angrily like a wild creature. He sped through the empty streets with a sense of purpose and determination.
He rode his fiery bike over hills and through valleys, leaving a trail of smoke and sparks behind him.
Every now and then, he would find himself in a clearing amidst tall trees and grassy terrain, which glowed and shimmered in the darkness, as if illuminated by an unknown force. The Deamon Ghost Rider steered his bike up a steep hill. The sky above was full of stars that sparkled like diamonds. As he reached the summit, he paused and glanced around at the incredible landscape before him. He then continued riding downhill, speeding down the winding roads towards the next destination. Suddenly, the Deamon Ghost Rider heard a loud screeching noise echoing from deep within the stillness of the night. He quickly steered his bike off the main road and into the shadows of some nearby trees, where he began to investigate. After a few moments of searching, a mysterious figure stepped out from behind a bush. The figure, cloaked in a black velvet hood, stared menacingly at the Deamon Ghost Rider. With a faint smirk, the stranger slowly raised their right hand and produced a small object. In an instant, the Ghost Rider was engulfed in bright blue light. To his surprise, the light seemed to transport him, along with his flaming motorbike, to a different place.
He suddenly found himself standing atop a large mountain range.
Tall, snow-capped peaks surrounded him, and the stars seemed to sparkle even brighter in the clear night sky. A fresh breeze blew steadily from the east, carrying with it the faint smell of pine. The Deamon Ghost Rider slowly looked down and realized that he was standing atop a wide expanse of ice. Across the icy plain, several strange creatures had gathered. They caught sight of him almost immediately. Some of them roared ferociously and charged forward, while others spun in circles and jumped around in confusion. He didn't know what to do, but then he remembered the object the stranger had given him. With a quick flick of his wrist, he tossed the object towards the creatures, and a bright flash of light filled the area. When the light dissipated, the creatures were gone, leaving only a path of scorched earth in their wake. The Deamon Ghost Rider and his fiery motorcycle raced across the scorched path, narrowly avoiding several jagged rocks. He spotted an open cave ahead and decided to take refuge inside. Dimly lit and covered in cobwebs, the cave felt eerie. Suddenly, the Ghost Rider heard a loud rumble from beneath his feet. He quickly jumped off his bike, just as the ground shook violently and a stream of lava erupted from the depths below. Holding tightly onto his bike, the Deamon Ghost Rider leapt over obstacles as he soared through the air. The heat of the lava was intense, yet he felt strangely invigorated. Eventually, he landed safely on the other side of the raging river, dodging the flames and ashes in the process. Looking up, he noticed a rock formation, shaped like an eagle perched on top of a cliff. Instantly, he knew that was where he must go.
He quickly mounted his electric motorbike and revved the engine.
From the corner of his eye, he saw something, a figure in the shadows watching him. It was time to find out who or what was stalking him.
He accelerated and rode up the rocky stairs of the cliff until he reached its highest point.
Peering through the darkness, he was certain he could make out the figure of a man, but he was too far away to be sure. Still unsure of the stranger's intentions, the Ghost Rider made a sharp turn and sped away. Just then, loud sirens sounded in the distance.
Smoke rose from behind a nearby hill, and the glare of lights shone across the night sky like a beacon.
With police on his trail, the Ghost Rider deftly maneuvered his bike through a maze of narrow alleys and passageways. He weaved his way between buildings and dodged the incoming fire until he was able to make a clean getaway. The Deamon Ghost Rider raced through the night, feeling a sense of exhilaration as he left his pursuers behind. Before long, he had returned to the open fields and majestic scenery. Yet, as he rode further, he started to hear strange noises coming from somewhere close by. Cautiously, the Deamon Ghost Rider steered his bike towards the source of the noise and eventually came across a charming village with quaint houses lining the streets. He soon discovered the cause of the noise. The entire populace of the village had come out to watch a spectacular fireworks display. The Ghost Rider couldn't help but feel awe at the beautiful sight before him. The night sky was filled with dazzling explosions of colour, showering the street below in a stream of glitter and light. Everyone cheered ecstatically as the show continued, and the Ghost Rider followed suit, cheering with joy as he watched. As the townspeople began to disperse and retreat to their homes, the Deamon Ghost Rider decided to keep riding. He wound his way down the mountain and into the forests, occasionally catching glimpses of deer and rabbits racing past him. He followed the sounds of the night until finally he arrived at his destination. It was a sprawling mansion with an intricate opulence about it. At first, it appeared to be deserted, but upon further inspection, he spotted a single figure standing at one of the windows. A sinister chuckle echoed throughout the night, causing the hairs on the back of the Deamon Ghost Rider's neck to stand on end. Suddenly, a great wave of energy swept across the grounds, and a portal opened up. The figure beckoned the Deamon Ghost Rider forward, and he gladly accepted. Stepping into the portal, he found himself engulfed in a surreal realm of colours and blinding light.
Finally, he was guided to the edge of a grand chasm and thrown into oblivion.
The evil Deamon Ghost Rider stumbled out of the abyss and found himself in a strange and twisted world.
Even more bizarre, he was now equipped with a new weapon, a flaming whip that crackled and spat flames every time it was used.
With this terrifying power, the evil Deamon Ghost Rider soared across the night sky, ready to meet any challenges that lay ahead.